Hi guys, this is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations. And excuse the crazy hair. It's late. It's almost 10 o'clock, but I'm finishing the pig. I'm working on the last little leg. So I thought I would come on here. Hopefully I won't lose count as I'm trying to talk to you guys. Let me see if I can show you. I got this. It's a free pattern off the internet. I shared it in a previous video about the pig. It's the Paisley the pig. So apparently her name is Paisley, and that's what she's supposed to look like. And this is my little piggy so far. Hi, Joyce. So here's my little pig so far. And she still needs her other leg and her tail. So that's what I'm working on. I've got just a few more rows to finish this other leg, and then I'll sew it on, and then I have to do the whole turn it into a what do they call it, a cloven hoof, by sewing a little bit. You go in at the center of this and you come out just above the brown, and you do that several times to give this little indentation. So I got to do that on her legs. Hi, Janet. Hi, Beth. Oink 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 oink. This one ear wants to flop down. That's her lazy ear there. But so far, she's turning out really cute. And again, this is her little blanket because she's got to be a pig in a blanket. And I think I did pretty good on the sizing. So it doesn't quite go all the way around, but close enough. So that's where her little blankie is. So I'm going to work on the leg and we can chit chat a bit. I've had a blast doing this Paisley the pig. So I'm on round 16 of the leg. So I've got to do single crochet 11, decrease single crochet 11. And I'm going to keep reducing it down till there's only 12 stitches. And when you start getting down to where you're just going around this tiny circle, I'll get quiet because I'm concentrating. She is stinking cute. So 11 stitches. So what do you guys? I saw Beth was on earlier. I was watching something, and something else. I don't know. And then Scott went to a coworker's mother passed away, so he went to the visitation or calling hours for that today. Greg has gone to Garden City with a friend and her little girl. They were going to go walk around the beach. They got an awful late start, and I think Garden City is quite a drive from here. So yeah, he's young. Young people do everything, I don't know, different. Scott and I were always get up early and get to the beach, and then you have all the day to play. I'm going to do a quick count on here because I think I'm close to the 11 stitches. So that's the last one from the last round. 1, 2, 3. I need one more, and then I'm going to do a decrease. Yeah, I've been losing weight. I shouldn't have baked those cookies, though, because I've been nibbling too much. I've got a bit of a sore stomach where I've eaten too much. So no supper tonight. I don't have any room for any supper. Need to lose about another 15 pounds or so. But my blood glucose at the last check was 6.9, so the nurse practitioner was really happy with me. We are on Ozempic now. But man, they really make you jump through hoops to request medication, and then you have to request them to fill it at the drugstore, and it's like, once the doctor calls it in, Why aren't y'all just filling it? I don't know. Maybe they have to wait until the prescription before is completely used up. All right. And then I got to take my little clip out, put the last stitch in, and then put the little clip back in the last stitch. This pattern suggests putting your little stitch holder or stitch minder thing, the little clip, in the last stitch of each row instead of the first. And I like that better than putting it in the first stitch. I don't know why, but it works better for me. So now let me mark that row, because if I don't mark the rows, I've just put a little dot next to the ones as I finish them. Row 17, now we're going to just single crochet 21 around and decrease in the last 2 stitches. So you can see it gets smaller and smaller. This one I don't have to count so closely. No rain today, so we've had a break from the rain, which has been good. I think I'm going to, once this pig is finished, I'm going to switch back to a project that uses a bigger hook. This is a D. What does it say? A D or a 3 or 3.25 millimeter. So it's pretty small. I'm sure most people have gone to bed. Of course, let's see. Out in Washington State and stuff, they're like, what, 4 hours behind us? So it's just now 6 o'clock with them. This was thrifted yarn, and I have found that it wants to split so easily. So I'm getting a slight halo on my piggy, but that's okay. It's got just a little bit of fuzziness to it where it's been previously used or abused in skein form, been thrown around for a while. I had balled it up into a cake, and I was worried I wasn't going to have quite enough, and this is what I have left of it. So I don't have many more rows to go for the leg, and then the little tail can't take much. So I'll have just a tiny bit of this left. I think I need to start exercising every day, whether I want to or not. I should get back to walking now that my knee's not killing me so badly. The pain is gone now that I had the cortisone shot. Cortisone worked really good for me, and I'm pain-free right now. But Scott, I don't think it lasted a week until his knee was hurting again. So he needs to call and tell them it's wore off. Because to get that gel that they can put in your knee, you have to go through a couple rounds of the cortisone. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to work the last 2 together, right? Yep. Almost messed up. Let me back up. And we'll work the last 2 stitches together. I had my doubts about trying to do this live and talk and, follow chat and everything. So let me mark that. Put that marker back in that stitch and then put a little dot next to this. Now this row you do 10 single crochets, do a decrease, and then you do 10 more. So actually what you're doing is swapping where you put the decrease from one side of the leg to the other, basically. Oh, we went to Costco today, you guys. Costco on a Saturday. Would not recommend it. Not at all. Not even a little bit. We went, we got batteries, some kind of low carb, like trail mix, and oil for the car. We didn't fill the buggy. We didn't get a lot, in other words. I'm trying to remember. Oh, Band-Aids. We were out of Band-Aids. So I need to do how many? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we do a decrease stitch in the next 2. So you draw up a loop in that stitch, draw up a loop in the next stitch, and then draw through all 3 loops. Then we go back and we finish out with 10 more single crochets. Joyce, how are you doing on your piggy? I know Ruth Lamb is making a pig to enter in the little challenge, and she is sewing hers. She was in Craft and Chat, and she was sewing a little pig, and it's so stinking cute in Anne's Craft and Chat on Thursdays. They were still going after I got back from taking my mother-in-law to the foot doctor. Let me mark that row. We only have 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 5 more rows. So now this one we're going to do 19 and then do a decrease over the last 2 stitches. Scott was able to wear the suit that he wore to his dad's funeral in 1996, and he hadn't been able to get in that suit in years. So he's lost enough weight that he was able to get into that suit. We had specifically bought that for his daddy's funeral. I had to do a quick repair, though, because he went to put his suspenders on, and the button about came off in my hand. So I grabbed some button thread, and I quickly sewed that back on. But I told him, I said, I probably should sew those others on with a heavier thread, because that thread I used to begin with was not a button thread at all. It's not it, and it's breaking down so fast. Of course, 1996 was a minute ago. You know, it's been a while. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll do my Ozempic shot, so that'll help me with the overeating. I'll probably skip breakfast in the morning tomorrow and just give my stomach a chance to digest what's in there. If it's sunny or at least not raining again tomorrow, I'll probably do a bunch of yard work tomorrow. I need to work at cleaning off this porch because I'm going to have to put the little cat that stays outside that I'm taking to get her spayed on Thursday, and I need somewhere to keep her. So my cats are going to have to not have access to the porch while she's out there. It's the only place I have to keep her safe while she heals and away from all my cats. Hi, Cole. Do you want to come say hi, sweetheart? Come here. You want to say hi? Everybody thinks you're beautiful. They do. Yeah, come here, honey. This is my grandson. Isn't he pretty? This is my little grand kitty boy. See, I'm gorgeous. Do you want to go out in the bonus room? Greg's not back yet. No. Is that what you want? You want to go out in the other room? Okay. Well, let's go. Wait a minute. I'll be right back. Let me let him out. Always have to have at least one cat make a cameo appearance. There you go, buddy. I think we need to rip that carpet up out in the bonus room. We had water come in and it stinks out there. I think we need to just rip it up. All right, so I need to come around here and we're going to decrease in the last 2 stitches. So I've got a couple more to go here. And then I'll take my holder out and I'll do the next stitch over the last 2 stitches. This gets hard when you're dealing with an opening that's only, the size of a nickel or a dime. So draw through there, drop there. Just checking to see if the chat's working. Everybody's probably falling asleep, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to mark that one. And so now the next row, you're going to single crochet 9 and then decrease and then single crochet 9. So I got to count stitches again. And this had a lot of twisting in it. So as I'm getting to certain parts of where I cake this up, it's got a lot of twist to it. We got Scott some kind of lemon tea because he says he feels like he's getting sick. I've kind of felt off all week, but I'm feeling better now. Just got to not overeat tomorrow. 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh, that split. 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then 2 together. So there's 1 and 2, and then single crochet in the next 9. 1, 2. I'm bad about drawing my shoulders up. That makes my neck hurt. Hi, Renee. Okay. Uh-oh, I've messed up already. Well, basically, I just need to finish this out. I don't have to worry too much as long as I don't do another decrease stitch right away. Hi, Tippy. Howie and Callie are already on the porch. You guys need to enjoy the porch while you can, because when Juanita's out there healing, you guys are not going to get to go out there. All right, let me. Ugh. All right, so our round count on that row is 19 stitches, I think. So now we're going to do single crochet in 17 and then do a decrease in the last 2, and then we'll have 18 stitches. I just got to go around it now. Stupid thread is splitting. Sorry this is going so slow. It's just when you get to where you're working in these tight stitches, slows you down a little bit. Scott brought the empty basket home from work today. He picked that up and I brought it in. One lady told him, I'm using mine as a pot holder. He told her, you go right ahead if you want to. And then Greg's friend, Mary, she asked if I'd make her some dishcloths and stuff. So I told her I would, but I told Greg, I said, you need to find out Mary's favorite color and I'll make her a set up like I did for Trinity, his other friend that he has. The little gal he had set a date up with online, online dating. I can't get used to it, but it's what they do now. But he said, Mama, she was real cute, real pretty and everything. He said she came up to about right below his chest. He's only like 5 foot tall and he's 6'3", but they seem to get along all right and had a good time and everything. He was nervous as could be, but I think he did okay. He just struggles with anxiety, and it's hard when you have that. All right, so now we're going to mark this. I told him, I said, maybe you need to find a doctor you can talk to. That maybe they could give you some medication to help you. But we'll see. He said he was thinking about it. Hi, buddy. All right, set single crochet 7 and then decrease. And then the last row is you single crochet 2, decrease, single crochet 2, decrease around. So this row that I'm doing now, I'll end up with 16 stitches, and then the last row has 12 stitches. Then we stuff it and sew it to the pig. So 7, right? 7. Hi, Barb Fillion. How are you tonight? Of course, somebody wants in. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then do those two together. And then I should have just 7 stitches left. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this is not right. I don't think they have this right. Oh, you know what? I know exactly what I did. It's got an asterisk at the end. That's why that messed me up last time. So it's single crochet 7, decrease, then single crochet 7, and then decrease. So I need to take this back to 7 past the decrease stitch, if I can figure out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then decrease. Why am I ending up with an extra stitch? Let me count these real quick, because even doing that, I'm ending up with an extra stitch. Let me look, see what I've got here. Oh, this is so hard to count. That's where that is. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. I should be, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to decrease here and there. And I'll count again. There's something wrong in that row 22 count, that it's not equaling what they say it should. Scott's watching somebody sawing wood, I can hear, or working on a car. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and put my stitch holder in here. Make sure I have 16 stitches. I had this trouble on that last time too. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, that's 16. All right, so now single crochet 2 and decrease. So I should end up with 12 stitches. So we'll do 1, 2, 1, and 2. And then we do the next 2 together. So that'll be stitch 3. And then 4 and 5 Next two together make 6. I love to do amigurumi, and sometimes I don't when it's really tiny like this. And the ones that do the ones that they set on their finger where they've like crocheted with sewing thread, that just amazes me. I'm having trouble with a D hook. I can't imagine. And I used to make doilies with size 10 thread. Two, and then 2 together. That bullfrog, I can hear it all the way in here. That's in the cement pond behind our garage. Two, and I should have 2 left to get worked into, and I do. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out now and do those 2 together. And we'll draw that up. And I'm sorry, I don't have this in close enough, and I'm going to leave a nice long tail to give me the thread to sew it, to sew this closed and to sew it to the body. So before I start stuffing it or anything, I'm going to do the little, they call it, some like this, I forget what they call it. Invisible finish, where you do some stitches from through the tops of the stitches, but you only do it in the back loop. So you're kind of closing the inner loop in, and you just go around from the inside out. So I'll go into there, into each one, and then you can draw it up and it pulls it closed. And it's easier to do this now before you put stuffing in, because the stuffing can get in the way and it's hard to see. So I'm just sewing through, and there's no way I can show this to you up close with the camera setup I have. I don't have anything that'll get in this tight. But I get to tell you about something I forgot to say about that I picked up at Joann's. I may have already said it. I don't know, but I'm going to say it again. I got this new polyfill. It's called Silky Polyfill, and it's really, really soft, and it makes your plush animals extra soft and squishy. And I think it's what I'm going to buy from now on. And it's so easy to pack in. And I use one of my son's chopsticks as my polyfill smusher. Hi, Angie. Oh, that's awesome. That's a great idea to do that. I have a little album, and I think I've shared it here on my channel, of the only photos I have of my grandma. I did a book of her after she had passed away. She passed away in 1992, but I kind of tell everybody she kind of disappeared from us right when I graduated high school. She had dementia, and she got to where she didn't even know who I was when I'd call. So this is that Silky Polyfill. It's a luxury down alternative. It's like, I love this stuff. It's so awesome. And let me point you guys down, and I'll show you how easy this is. Point you down here for a minute. I think that's going to be okay. I'm going to leave my needle attached to this because we're going to sew that on the pig here in a minute. But I just get it kind of close, and I take the chopstick and I just start poking it in. It's like felting with batting. And just push it in there. Excuse Scott's burps. I don't think he knows I'm live.
Hello.
Hi, Vicky.
Hello, people.
Yeah, I thought for sure I'd be in bed by now too. Look, I got all this out. I'm just going to set it over there. And you know how they say, just use little teeny clumps, blah, blah, blah. I just get it started and I just start grabbing and scooping. And I'm putting in little bits, but it kind of stays together. And that looks like a lot of batting, but I can probably put every bit of this into this little foot. Stamp it down just like you're felting. Get some more over here, poke it in the hole. This is just like magic stuff. It's so much easier to get packed in there. But Janice was saying, when it gets on the floor, watch out, because it goes everywhere. You okay, Scott?
Yeah. Cold up. Yeah.
I think that's some we picked up at Dollar General, isn't it? Or is it a brand name?
It's the green stuff. All that
Ugh. See, all of that went in there. And now what I do is I get the pig over here so I can squish the leg I've already done. Oh, yeah, I need to put lots more in. So they're about the same furnace. Messy is Vicky. So
stuff.
if you,
Would put this on the edge.
sure, so it can hit me in the head. Yeah, that'd be great.
Really does that.
I know. He puts the Tums like right on the edge of the top of the refrigerator. So then when I open the refrigerator, we're getting there. This is some magical stuff, I'm telling you. I love this batting. I don't think I'm going to need all that. I can always pull some back out if I need to.
Oh,
Oh, that doesn't sound good. That's about the same size. The lime.
boy.
Do you try to just like eat the lime on its own? So I went around that through just those top loops. Now I can kind of just pull this closed and it closes that up nice and even. And I am going to still take a couple stitches in it to hold it from one side to the other. One of the cats was wanting in, but I didn't want to stop. Just got a couple stitches and that pulls that nice and closed. And now I'm just going to get the pig over here some more. I'm done with the poker thing for a minute. Let me see if I can figure out where this leg needs to go.
Kelly, I'm gonna need a kitty later.
Daddy's gonna need a kitty.
Maybe.
She'll get right on your feet, make your foot hurt. I think right about there looks good. And I'm just gonna take a stitch in here into the body. Through a couple under a couple stitches. And then I'll just work away, going into the leg and into the body. And I go around it a couple times. Might bring you guys closer because I got to get it in my lap over here. Whoops. Come on, honey. You got to get your head out the way. Yeah, we haven't even gotten ready for bed yet. Let's stick it in my lap here. give the pig a headache. I thought about making her a little tutu or something. I'll do that tomorrow, maybe. Oh, we gotta, I put that brown yarn up and I still have to make the cloven hooves on this pig. Yeah, Tippy, Dad's going to bed. I'll follow shortly. I just wanted to try to finish this piggy up. I thought it might be fun to take the pig and the blanket on a field trip someplace and take its pictures to send in to the little gal. I need to look and see if there's a hashtag for the pattern maker. So, sometimes they'll say if you use this pattern or share pictures of this pattern or whatever, you're supposed to attach a hashtag for them so they can find them. And I hadn't done that. I need to check on that and see if there's a hashtag for Paisley Pig. I might make her a dress even, and a pair of panties or something with a tail hole in them. Yeah, I got to make her tail yet. That shouldn't take long. It's not going to be that long of a tail, I wouldn't think. Yeah, Ruth was showing in Craft and Chat her little quilted pig that she made, and it was cute because Ruth Lamb is a quilter. I hope I got them about the same density. I do go around a couple times so that the legs can't be pulled off. Even though they're stitched really tightly closed, you just never know how rough they'll be handled. This pig probably won't get handled roughly at all. She'll probably stay with me and then be thrown in the trash someday. Who knows? Guess I should attach a handmade, lovingly handmade by blah, blah, blah. I'm coming on done here. This is Paisley the pig. Maybe I'll make her a paisley dress. Scott picked up some cured ham. It said bits and something on it. It's just like end cuts and things. Well, I opened the package this morning at breakfast and I was thinking, oh, I'll make these and make some biscuits. Well, once I opened that ham up, I was like, there's no point in making biscuits. I kid you not. It was like cut in 1/4-inch strips. I've never had a package of that quite like that. Usually it's all these weirdly shaped, chopped up pieces of ham, not in perfectly 1/4-inch strips. All right, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to grab it through here, like so. And then run this up in their body to a higher location through the stuffing. And then I'll hide this in some of the stitches under his arm. And then we'll clip that off. Ta-da! Eat your pig! Except we got to do the cloven hoof part. And I need that bit of brown yarn back here. I saw Made by Pam was making a pair of pants today. And we went to the grocery store, and then when I came back, she was signing off. So I missed a good bit of it. I'm just tying a knot in here. I know generally you don't want knots, but this knot will end up inside anyway here. So you're supposed to find the center of the little foot, and then you go up above the little brown here. And you can pull that tight. Go back in again at the bottom here. And back out about the same place you went before. And then you pull it. Okay, there we go. It's one little cloven hoof. And let's see here. How can I hide this away here? I'm just trying to bury this. They give some other instructions, but I didn't do it that way. Probably will regret it. I can see some of the polyfill, but I think that's part of the thing with crocheted pieces is you do see some of the polyfill and stuff. So there's one little cloven hoof, and now I got to do it on this other one. You just have to put a border on her blanket. I got lucky and I had a blanket kind of started, so I just added to it, and voila, I have a little blanket for my piggy. Now, this won't take but a minute, but we've got to look and see, because Scott says, don't forget her tail. Create a slip knot on your hook, leaving a 6-inch yarn tail. Chain 16, single crochet in the second chain from the hook and in the next 4 chains. Then do 2 half double crochets in the next 5 chains, 2 double crochets in the last 5 chains. Fasten off and leave another 6-inch tail for sewing. The base of the tail should now have a yarn tail on each corner. When it's time to add the tail to the body, use the yarn tails to attach it to the corner of the tail base. Then hide the yarn tails inside your work. So to me, it sounds like you fold the tail in half. Does that sound right? Hello, Barbara Clark. you want to go out now? Mama's tying a knot. I'll let you out. Thank you for not digging the house up. The dog must be tired. She's sound asleep already. All right. Hopefully the little hooves won't fall apart. All right, so right about in here, this has got cat hair all over it. Imagine that. Then we'll come up here. Cat hair again. Draw this up in here. That'll have to do. Once I get her tail done and attached, the piggy will be done. But I am really toying with the idea of making her a little dress to wear. Good enough. Good enough. Just make that come out the back of her foot, and then I'll cut it off. All right. There, she's got her little feet are done now. So now it says, that's not going to be long enough. I like to work from the center of a cake. Some people like to work from the outer. If they've got one of those things that you can slide this on and then it hangs, somebody's making them on Etsy. And then this just hangs and it spins. I think, was it Mikey was using one? Maybe it was Crystal that was using one. I don't know. One of them was using it. All right, so I'm going to draw a loop up. Chain 16. That tail might be a little long, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Single crochet in the second chain from the hook. All right, so we're going to do 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 half double crochets in the next 5 chains. So we're going to do, I hate working in a chain. And then we'll go through all loops. So there's 1. And then we'll do another one. And 2 half double crochets there. Oh, splitting like crazy. I think I'm going to pull that back out because that's going to drive me mad. All right, we're going to call that the second one in there. One, 2. How many of these did I need to do? 5. All right, so there should be 10 half double crochets totally. So that was 2. And 2. Oh, man. So I'm confused now. It's curling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to do 6, 7, and 8. Callie's following Scott around, trying to tell him it's past our bedtime. She follows us around and does her little mom like that. Like, it is well past y'all's bedtime. All right, so that's the half double crochets. And this splitting yarn is driving me mad. So now I have to do, oh, okay, 2 double crochets in the last 5 stitches. So now they are actual double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, then it says to leave a tail. And we're going to draw that through. All right, so there's her little, there's her little tail. Hi, Allie K. I'll put that pink yarn up. Now it says, when it's time to add the tail to the body, use the yarn tails to attach each corner of the tail base, then hide the yarn. Okay, so we're going to put this on a needle, and we'll turn her over, and we'll stick her little tail on her butt here somewhere. Maybe it should go this way. That's better. so that it curls up. All right. Okay. Let me get, I see what they're saying. You don't tie them together. You actually attach the different, each side in a different place. Isn't it stinking cute? I think it's adorable. It's from Paisley the Pig by Jess Huff at jesshuff.com. JESSHUFF.com. And it's a free pattern. And I think it's pretty awesome. Let's see. I'm thinking I want to come over a few this way. And then maybe come back through the base of the tail halfway. Just so that it's all tacked down. I don't want the tail to get ripped off right away. All right. Now I'm going to put the thread on this side. A kick bunny. Was that a typo? Because I'm not sure what a kick bunny is. You'll have to fill us in, Barbara. Yes, I'm trying to make sure his tail is on here good. All right, and then what I was thinking is I could tie the two together in a little knot that goes down in, and then I'll hide the tails. Okay, and I'll just shove this in, and we'll come out up here. Whoops. And I'll hide this behind here some. And come out. Oops. Okay, I can cut this one off here. And you'll never know where this was when I cut that off. And I will put this on. There's its little tail. So stinking cute. It's a cat toy, not quite as big as the cat. We have purchased, it's kind of a rat, and it used to make all this noise, but Howard has kicked its behind so many times that it just kind of goes, now. It used to make this wonderful sound, but it doesn't do that anymore. Howard took care of it. I'm going to pull this yarn over here. The reason I leave a kind of a big tail hidden inside is if it ever came off, I would have the same yarn enough maybe to fix whatever the problem was. Of course, baby pink is always easy to find. And then we'll sew back in the other direction a little bit. Alrighty. There she is. I'll back you guys back up. And I'll wrap her in her blanket for the night. If I can quit knocking all this other stuff over. Put my pen away. That hook can go back in my candy box. So this is the Paisley Pig by Jess Huff. And it's a pattern that I would probably pay for, but it's free. I did buy a pattern not long ago, and it didn't work out. So I was a little miffed. But there's her blanket, and there she is. She's got her cute little tail. Sorry for the shadows. It is kind of late. Can't wait to show that tail to Scott. He'll get a hoot out of it. So for those that have been following along with the pig, this is it. I'll get the link and add it. I put the link for this pig is in my last video where I worked on this pig. And I think the problem is, Vicki, is you're not a mod, is why it's not letting you do it. All right. So I think I will take her on a field trip somewhere, and we'll do a photo shoot with Paisley Pig with her blankie, because see, her blankie just barely goes around her. So she's very definitely a pig in a blanket. So I guess I will tell you guys good night. And thank you for hanging out with me while I finished the pig up. And I think she's stinking cute. Even her little curly tail. She needs a button for the blanket. Yeah, I can do that tomorrow. I'll put her sew a little button. I think I could probably find a button that would fit through just one of those holes. So there we go. Or she can wear it like this as a cape. There, she's super pig now. All right. Vicky's gone blue. Yep, so she could throw the link in, but I'm going to quickly look it up and put it in the description box because she was a lot of fun to make. All right, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks for being here. Bye.